Name's Chris,
And I'm John,
and we're from Bendable Body.
and we're going to show you our new stretching technique to help you stretch your muscles, protect your joints, ligaments, and tendons, and change that dense connective tissue that's causing us all problems.
And then after the intro, we're going to teach you 5 stretches to help increase your metabolism. So first of all, we're going to teach you the basic concept of this form of stretching. I'm going to let John take it away. He's going to do a little example on my bicep.
Okay, so traditionally, if we were going to stretch Chris's bicep, we would make it long and just make it longer like that and lengthen it. But in true flexibility training, we start with the muscle as short as we can get it. Chris is going to pull the wrist towards his shoulder. So he's tensing his muscle, contracting his muscle. I'm stabilizing his shoulder. I'm lengthening against his own resistance. And there we go. We're going to do another one. We're going to relax, bring his wrist back to his shoulder.
The most important part of this stretch is the start position to halfway. I'm contracting. I'm not just passively. He's actually using his own force, and I'm using mine to lengthen my muscle. As long as I'm contracting, I can lengthen. Once it stops, that's the end range. And what it's doing, it's grabbing the muscle, but also the fascial tissue and changing the length of it. And this is going to correlate to the meridians in Chinese medicine, because the fascial system is what the meridians run through. So we're going to give you stretches that correlate to the organs and the meridians of Chinese medicine to help you kind of give you a little boost to increase your metabolism. We're going to stretch the muscles in the posterior shoulder that relate to the small intestine in Chinese medicine. This is going to help increase your metabolism by helping you absorbing your food better. So how are we going to do that? What we're going to do, we're going to clasp our hands together, bring them about eye level. I'm going to press my hands together to create the resistance that we were talking about earlier. As I do that, I'm going to start drawing my elbows together. And then we're going to move them back out. Remember to keep pressing your hands together as you draw your elbows together. We're going to do about 8 of these. This will be a little challenging. You should feel this maybe in your tricep, posterior shoulder. This is also good to take pain out of those areas as well. Great, that's the small intestine stretch. Good for your small intestine for absorption, but also good for taking tension out of the back of your shoulders.
We're going to show you a stretch for your medial hamstring, the back inside of your leg. It's associated with the pancreas, help release enzymes, help with your digestion, and help with metabolism. So we're going to get you into the starting position. I'm in a lunge with my left foot a little out to the side. I'm going to lean into my left foot. My hand's going behind my heel. My arm is going against my knee, and I'm going to engage and start the stretch by kicking my heel back into my body, producing a contraction of my medial hamstring. And as I do that, I'm going to move back on my right leg. Relax, come back to starting position. Kick to initiate the contraction of the medial hamstring. And can maintain the contraction while you lengthen. Okay? Come back to starting position. I get a better start position. Kick back. Keep kicking back. And then you get a stretch in your medial hamstring. Great for your pancreas and your metabolism.
All right, we're back again. We're going to stretch our large intestine. The meridian runs through the back of the shoulder, pretty similar and pretty close to the small intestine, but we're going to change the rotation a little bit. To do that, we're going to be in a nice lunge position. I'm going to take my right arm and elbow and place it right on top of my knee. And here's the stretch. The stretch is my right arm is going to roll out away from my body and take my left hand and pull it back towards my left hip. Again, about 6 to 8 reps. We're going to kind of do it right now. Here's 4 and 5 and 6. Remember to keep resisting rolling that rotation out as I pull it back. That's the key to this stretching. Good. Try this. Large intestine is really good for bowel movements, as we all know, but it's also a great place for increasing water metabolism and absorbing trace minerals. And we're going to do a stretch for our stomach, and we're going to do that. The meridian runs through the front of the chest all the way down to the foot. The main place to stimulate is through the lateral quad. How we're going to do this? We're going to need a wall. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to back up to the wall. I'm going to bend my knee, press my foot against the wall. The space between the knee and the wall is going to vary depending on a person's flexibility. And I'm going to stand up my left foot. Now here's the resistance in the stretch. You're going to kick your foot into the wall. As you kick your foot into the wall, you're going to press back with your hips and left leg to stretch the front of the quad. Here we go again. Remember, kick your foot into the wall. As you kick your foot into the wall, drive back with your left leg to stretch the front of the right quad here. Let's try about 6 to 8 reps of these. And one more here. Great. Remember to go ahead and repeat that on your left leg just to balance it out. This is very good for acid reflux. Any kind of bloating or distended feeling in the stomach will help out a lot.
This stretch is for your thymus gland and your immune system. It helps reduce inflammation in your body, to boost your metabolism. So we're going to use the wall, and we're going to scoot close to the wall, and then we're going to put our legs up the wall as we lie on our back. I'm going to press my feet into the wall, and I'm going to get up on the nape of my neck. I'm pressing my hands into my thigh, pressing my feet into the wall, and as I do that, I'm going to continue pressing into the wall and roll my back out. Okay, then we're going to go back to starting position, push our feet into the wall, pressing our hands into our thigh, and these are going to start to stretch the muscles on the back of our neck and shoulder. My shoulders are also pressing down into the floor. Okay, and let's do 6 to 8 reps. You can do 3 sets for the optimal result. Keep pressing down, and after a few, you're going to start feeling your body warm up. That's your immune system turning on, and that's going to help your metabolism. Hi, this is John again from Mental Body. We're going to recap the 5 stretches we showed you and do it like a little flow. We're going to do 6 reps of each so we can join along. We're going to start with the small intestine stretch that Chris started us off with, clasping our hands, starting with our elbows wide. I'm going to tuck my tailbone under, resist while I close and get a stretch on the back of my shoulders. Start again, resist, get a stretch on the back of your shoulder. I'm pushing my hands together. That's it. Let's do a couple more. Okay, now we're going to go and stretch our medial hamstring that improves the health of our pancreas. Lunge position out to the side, hand under your heel, kick your heel back. And there's 1. Kick your heel back. Resist while you make the movement. 2. Engage your medial hamstring. That's it. Let's do a couple more. Kick your heel back. And 1 more. And since we have 2 legs, we'll do our other leg. Kick your heel back. Remember, the beginning of the stretch is very important to engage the muscle and contract through the range. We'll do 2 more. Super. And from here, we're going to go to our large intestine stretch. I'm going to stretch the back of my left arm, crisscrossing, resisting here, pulling the arm back. Starting again, resist, and pulling back my right arm. Again, we'll do about 6. Resist with your elbow and your knee against each other also. And 1 more. And switch sides. Remember to engage your legs so you get a better stretch in your arms. Don't leave your legs out of this stretch. Resist on the way back. Push your elbow against your knee. Let's do 3 more. Super. Next stretch is for our quads. We're up against the wall. My knee's going to be a few inches away from the wall. That'll vary from person to person. Kick your foot into the wall. As you kick your foot into the wall and you lean back, you get a stretch in your quad. And let's do about 6 of these. Tucking your tailbone under helps to get a better stretch in your quad. Also, having your knee come forward will give you a better stretch also. Let's do 2 more. And switch leg. Remember that the front leg gets a workout too, because you're pushing off of this leg to produce the stretch in the quad of the down knee. Let's do 3 more. Remember to tuck your tailbone under to target the quad muscle. Super. Now let's go into our Commune Stretch. We're going to lie beside the wall here. Put our feet up against the wall. Go onto the nape of our neck. Push our hands into our thighs. Push our feet into the wall. Resist while we roll down. Okay, let's do 6 of these. You can go at your own pace and use varying levels of resistance. Let's do 3 more. Okay. Great. So that's your flow to increase your metabolism. You can do it a couple times a day. You can do 2 or 3 in a row. It only takes a couple minutes, as you see. Thanks for watching.